The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Gotta do better.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action with Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Play fake, Brissett. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Brissett now. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They run with Hines. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Dancing to his left. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike, 58, right there.
Cousins on 1st down. And this is caught for the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go, D.
Two.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Hey, exit.
53's the mark.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. again, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Ben Gideon able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. A beautiful fake. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. In this case, I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Hines. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Brissett. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken at his 4. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. This is Hines. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On play action, Brissett taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he's strong.
Always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go. Mike,
from the shotgun, it's Brissett. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action now. Brissett. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point.